like, ah, like they're screaming. And then for him, it was just like,
Holy shit!
killing the things that will kill a human. Anybody, you could kill me. I'm a door.
I was watching this, and when the Black Panther came out, I even texted Derek. I was like, bro, freaking Black Panther.
Welcome to the Slate podcast, the podcast where we talk about movies, music, and media. I'm George. Yeah. I'm here with Daryl. I know you knew your name.
Yeah.
And Jeff.
Hi.
I'm
by myself again.
Also, there's a water bottle in your shot.
I'm sponsored by water. Drink your water.
This video is sponsored by water. I almost said fire.
Yeah. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to it because we are here to talk about Avatar, Better Late Than Ever, and Alice in Borderland, which is a show on Netflix. So if you've never seen it, you're missing out. So we're going to talk spoilers.
What a good way to start the year of the letter A. Well, the month of the letter A. The beginning of the alphabet. You know what I'm trying to say?
No. What are you
There's
saying?
A poetic theme here. Okay. We're starting with something that starts with the letter A. You know? Illuminati confirmed.
Avatar. Oh, Avatar.
Avatar.
Okay.
And Alice in Borderland.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yes.
That's true. So
nice.
Anyway, disregard what I just said.
Yes. So today we're going to be talking about Avatar review, spoiler alert, warning coming up, and then Alice in Borderland.
Plural.
Yes.
Season 2 came out in December, which is, great.
Which I don't see enough people talking about this show that's on Netflix, by the way. I think it deserves a lot more attention. Like, if Dario didn't bring it up at all, it would have gone over my head completely. So, watch it.
You're quite sure, so that could happen.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Know your worth.
Yes.
King.
Yes.
So let's start. Let's just right away jump into Avatar. You guys want to jump straight into spoilers or?
Avatar: The Way of Water. We said spoiler alert already, so we're here for it. I liked it.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I liked it a lot. I think I liked it more than you guys.
And back to Jeff in the studio.
What did you say?
I said I think I liked it more than you guys.
What, Avatar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not debatable. If he did, he did.
No, like when we were all talking about it in the group chat, I think I was like the one.
I think Gary was more critical about it.
Yes, I'm very much critical because, and we'll get into this, but I think it bothered me. Well, it rubbed me the wrong way, especially watching it the first time about the villain coming back. I thought we were gonna do a new thing for this one, and then the new villain comes back, and I'm like, oh, we're doing that again, and then yeah.
Well, they set it up in the first movie, I guess, so it's not like shocking.
What?
But...
What do you mean?
No, they killed him in the first movie.
In the first movie. That's what I mean.
Wasn't there like a scene or something in the first movie where they tease him coming back?
I don't remember if there was, but he legit dies. Like he gets killed.
Okay, I'll be honest. I've only seen the first movie once in my life, so I figured that they probably teased him or something. Like I don't know.
No, he died. He gets 2 arrows to the chest, and then he dies, and he did die.
Right?
He did die. Sure.
Yeah.
And then they made it so everybody was all the humans were moving out of Pandora, and so it was gonna be a happy ever after that. Mm-hmm. And then this movie happened.
Got you. All right. So I guess let's start with our feelings. I think this movie. All right. So when I went to see it in theaters, right, I know I like a movie when you get me engaged, like you get me to react to things that are happening. I'm watching Morbius. I was sitting still the whole time, bro.
I don't know if that's a good comparison.
No. Listen, let me make my point. My point is that movie that I didn't really like, I didn't feel anything at all. Watching Avatar, I didn't think it was like amazing like everybody was saying. I think it's a really dope demo reel of like what we can do with graphics nowadays. But I guess the story was good enough and the characters, the relationships and all that, they were good enough to where I was in the movie theater like reacting and like being like, "Oh my gosh," like James Cameron had me where he wanted me. He wanted me to care about these characters, and I did. Like, I'm not gonna say that I cried or I was sad when the kid died, but I was definitely feeling like, dang it, like I felt like I was almost connected with the guy, the main character, when his son died.
Jake.
Yes, to the point that I was like, dude, you better go get that son of a gun. Like, you better go and kill him. Like, so James Cameron had me where he wants me. Like, relating to the character and, you know, making me...
Pause.
I will go into more details, but as somebody who's not a fan of the franchise, I was never a big fan. I went to see this movie and I walked out happy. I was like, dude, this movie is dope. I liked it.
It's funny to say franchise for Avatar because there's only one. Before this, there was only one movie, and then they made a section of Animal Kingdom dedicated to it. And are you bored?
No.
Okay.
So.
And it's been years until this sequel.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like us as fans highly anticipated it when he announced it and finally showed a trailer and stuff. So that's us building hype. But he was just like, yeah, I just want to make another one. You know. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I watched it with my family, and I also reacted to like just the moments he, like you said, what he wanted you to feel, he let you, or it succeeded, because I reacted to like all these characters having connections, and like the new characters and the new kids and things like that, and the villain getting like the upper hand in some scenes, especially the action. Holy crap!
Yes,
like, the action, especially in the third act.
The action was really good.
I was sitting there like, yeah. This is crazy. But there's sad moments too, like when the whale died, or whatever. One of the whales died. I was sad.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And then obviously his son, Jake's son, he dies.
Which one?
It was the older.
Yeah, there's two, right?
The older one. The older one died.
The oldest one.
Yeah.
But also, you can tell he was gonna die because there wasn't much character development. For him.
Yeah.
But no, he died, and I was mad with Jake.
Gotcha.
So
are we in the spoiler territory here?
We said
full
spoilers like three
spoilers.
times.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're here, buddy.
Yeah. I the one thing is like it was hard for me to be able to tell those two apart. Like the younger brother and the older brother. There was scenes, especially I watched it twice. One in theaters, one in 3D in theaters.
Hopefully.
Yeah, in theaters. In 3D. But it was hard for me to tell which one was which at times. They look very, very, very similar. Sound very similar.
What are you trying to say, Dario? They all look the same?
They all look alike. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very insensitive.
Not the same, but they look similar.
So they all look alike. Wow.
Very sorry.
I'm sorry.
Dang.
Really?
We're gonna get canceled because all these blue people look the same.
They do not look the same.
They do
not.
not.
Want to talk about the controversy that the movie had?
Wait, what controversy?
It came out. What? You don't know?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
You don't know? Are you guys serious?
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Yeah. Is there controversy behind it?
Yes.
What is it? I would like to know.
So first of all, James Cameron comes out with this movie, and before he comes out, or like right after, he's praising the movie because he has a warrior that's pregnant, and so she's fighting while she's pregnant. And he's like, yeah, women can do that. They used to do that, whatever. And then people are saying that it's cultural appropriation. The blue people with indigenous Indians here. So he got a bunch of backlash from people saying that this is just cultural appropriation. And
so what's the first one?
What do you mean?
This is
yes.
He didn't like change anything.
No,
he just made her pregnant.
Yeah. Pregnant.
What?
And then the people they're like,
oh my gosh, they're not even real.
Yeah, they gave it like a lot of like, oh, Avatar 2 is just just the cultural appropriation on it. It's disappointing. Do better.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I follow movie pages. It must have been so small because I didn't hear about it at all.
I didn't either.
Like
Yeah.
I usually hear those things on Instagram, and I'm on Twitter too, and I did not see anything about that.
Yeah, I saw a lot of it.
Oh wow.
Dang, I didn't know.
Okay.
Well, that goes to show you how sensitive everybody's becoming. Not to sound very red pill or whatever. But like the first one came out, I didn't hear nothing about indigenous people doing all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. And now this one came out, and like you said, there's response to it.
The movie has a runtime of 30 minutes, 3 hours and like almost 30 minutes. Do you think this movie justifies that runtime with the story, or could this movie have been a lot shorter?
Shorter?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is fat in the movie.
Yeah.
There's like parts where I'm like, all right, let's get moving.
So I get what they're trying to do because, a lot of that time goes to like just exploring the water aspect of it. And they're like, we have this technology. We are going on the water. Let's just go out. There's a lot of like long sequences when they're underwater, just like exploring and learning the things. So that's the movie. And that's part of the theater experience, is to watch that in the big screen and be like, wow, that's beautiful.
He makes movies for the big screen.
Yeah. So when you watch it maybe on a smaller screen, it might feel even longer. But I think in the theater, at least, it works because, again, you're just like amazed by all the visuals, all those long sequences that they're like exploring. That's
visually,
where all that goes.
Visually, this movie is like 10 out of 10. Honestly.
Visually,
I think that's the best part.
Like I hear that the water is like the hardest thing to make realistic.
Yeah. Well, that used to be true. I don't know if it's true now because they nailed it. I mean, they actually filmed this underwater. Like the actors actually they had a water tank, and they went underwater to film. So maybe some of that water was.
Well, I don't know about that. I think because they had water tank, but they had beads on top of the water, and I think it was to motion track the water.
Yeah,
which is crazy. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but that was the most difficult thing to CGI was water.
Water, yeah.
So, but which just goes to show, like, James Cameron is like, oh, that's the most difficult
challenge accepted. Here's a whole movie. Here's 90% of the movie in underwater.
Yeah.
And I saw it in 3D. I don't think it added much because I think by the end my brain was like used to it, so it didn't even seem like anything. But I remember in the beginning there were a few shots to where like it was from like the camera was like behind the character, so it made the character that was closer to the screen like come out a little more, so that my brain was like, oh, that's cool. Like I haven't seen a 3D movie in so long, so. But I don't think the 3D really added much to the experience.
No,
to be honest.
I didn't see it in 3D. I didn't want to give him the satisfaction.
Because I heard people say like, if you're gonna watch a movie in 3D, this is it. And I'm like, this is Avatar. If there's any movies I'm gonna watch in 3D, it's this.
Spy Kids 3D.
Probably better than this.
Yo, Spy Kids.
In no, the third one. The Spy Kids in 3D, the one they made for 3D.
I wish.
I wish I would have.
That was it. That was it. I remember.
I saw it as a kid on TV, and I remember I used to wish that I saw it in theaters, bro, in 3D.
Heck yeah, that was an experience.
Having watched this movie in 2D and then watching it in 3D, I was like, it's not worth the 3D.
No.
Maybe if I just would have seen it in 3D, I would have been like, oh, that was good. They're probably worth it. But like having watched it both.
I feel like I want to tell him. Like if I had a conversation with him, he'd be like, "Did you see Avatar in 3D?" I'd be like, "No, no, I watched it standard, on a reclining chair."
So let's get into the bad of the movie because I do have a lot of bad. Well, not a lot of bad, but the main bad is the big bad guy, the villain. That is the worst culprit. I think they went again with the most generic villain they could, and people say like there's nothing groundbreaking in this movie, like as far as like the story goes to. There's nothing groundbreaking. They just have the regular villain chasing down the good guys and then like kind of running away. And even more to that, like there's a lot of like classic, like, you know, you have the bad kid and you have the good kid, and hey, go take care of your brother, and like you're the responsible one. You have to, you know, get him out of trouble and like protect your younger son. And then we have the bullies that they bully the sister and they defend her. And then even when they fought the kids, right, defending the sister, and then they go back, and it was like, you know, oh, go to your room or whatever. And then before the big brother goes, he's like, hey, how does the other
guy look? Yeah.
And he's like, worse.
That was funny.
But it's like so cliche though.
But I think that's him. That's just James Cameron. He's just old school.
Yeah, that's very old school. Like very cliche.
Yeah.
When they get in a fight, like, how does the guy look?
So you're right, and the new of it is the visuals, basically. Like he helped make Alita: Battle Angel, and Alita's very cliche, like that movie. But it's awesome because of the visuals for it.
Yeah.
And that's I can agree on that point. But I also like what they did with him. Instead of him just coming, imagine if he came back like he wasn't dead. Like if he came back as a human. Yeah. We'd be like, what?
Yeah.
I survived the arrows to my chest. You know, this and that.
Was that your accent?
That's how he sounds. And but they also gave him a son, I guess. It's a son, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they gave him a son. They let him go through the journey that the hero went through in the first one. So I think that's more interesting than just him chasing. Like imagine if it was just him. If they cut out all those scenes and it was just him chasing with his bad guys.
Right.
That'd be even worse.
Yeah, that would be even worse.
Yeah, but they also forced him to be Navi. The blue people.
Navi, which is interesting. Like, hey, we are the thing we're hunting. You know, like with the irony. Yeah. But also, the whole like motivation of the villain, I feel like could have been more, because basically it also makes no sense. Like the whole plot of the movie, while he's chasing him, is like they are trying to take over this spot, right, of Pandora. And Jake is like the leader, so he's like messing up with their plans, right? Jake gives up the leader position and leaves, goes far away, somewhere where they haven't even started, like, you know, making.
They kind of have, because they're chasing the whales.
Yeah, with the whales, yes, but they're not. But the people.
Also, it has to be the entire planet. Because if they're going over there and they're chasing the whales, imagine where else they are, that they're going for other resources.
But like for the people, it's like, remember, they're like, that war is far from us. Because he's like, when Jake gets there with the family and they're like asking for refuge, basically, they're like, are you gonna bring that war to us? Like that war is far away. It's not here. We don't have a war here. We're just living in peace. You know, the sky people are not here trying to take this part of land. Which is good. And even the hunters, while hunting whales, they hunt whales that are not connected to the people, because they know, they even say, like, if we go for that whale, they're going to come after us. And then that's the plan. They're like, I know. So they even leaving them alone. So what I'm trying to say is like...
But they do. Like their war, it's not really a war. It's just like the war that they're bringing is because of, what's his face? I forgot his name. It's a complicated name. Cool. He's just chasing... So in the beginning, Jake is disrupting their like plans for resources and things like that.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to
and then they're like, we can't handle this guy. Let's do plan B, which was bring back Shepard and put him in an avatar body. And I keep thinking his name's Shepard, but that's the bad guy from Call of Duty. It's kind of the same.
I can't remember.
But let's bring him back. And let's, you know, kind of do what we tried to do with Jake, except do it with the bad guy, and then he'll find him.
He failed the first time. Yeah, let's have him lead this one. He won't fail this time.
But it's him leading it.
Right, he was leading. Well, I guess he kind of wasn't, but he still tried to take him down and then couldn't.
Well, nobody won in the end, really.
Colonel Quaritch.
Quaritch. Oh, yeah.
Quaritch.
He's right there.
Colonel Quaritch? Can you, James Cameron, if you're seeing this,
I don't think I've ever heard that name before in my life.
Can you just call him Jim or Bob? or something.
Can you just call him Bob?
Bob the Avatar.
But he is going. But the thing is, like, I thought, like, they're trying to take that spot right there, right? So Jake lives, and they call him Captain whatever, goes after him. Uh-huh. But he's just escaping. He went to somewhere else, and he's like, I'm just trying to leave here. I ran away from the fight. Mm-hmm. And then this guy is trying to find him and kill him, and he doesn't even want his family. He just wants Jake. Mm-hmm. Even though like, his whole family are revolting too. But he wants Jake to the point where he like killed everybody in his station. Like all of them died.
Well, also another
he was the only survivor. So it's also like it makes no sense. Why are they chasing him so bad? Like I get he has a revenge plot. He's like trying to get him because he killed him. Mm-hmm. But why put all these resources when Jake is not even in the place where they need him?
Well, another thing that I was wondering, and maybe they explained it. How did they know that Jake and his family ran away? And like, how was it that
Spider told them.
Spider told them.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he did.
No, like listen.
No,
like,
he didn't know where he was.
How come Cortich and his people didn't just attack and kill everybody there? Because they didn't know that they ran away. So they just didn't attack the place anymore.
They found out.
They found out. They found out. Yeah.
They found out.
Was it through Spider?
It was. I swear it's through Spider.
No, Spider didn't tell them.
Like
anything.
no, he said he's gone. Like that's why they didn't go there because he's not there.
Right.
Right. Because they went looking for him and he wasn't there. And he's like, yeah, he's not here.
Well, then they asked Spider, like, where's Jake? And he's like, I don't know. Right. He doesn't give him anything.
He doesn't know like, because he left while he was captured.
Right. Mm. So he's like, where is he? Yeah. But I guess Jeff is asking, how did he know? How did they know that he ran away?
Like, what they could have just been like, we're gonna make another attack in Pandora. He's probably hiding there. Kill everybody just to find out that he's not there.
I think if it's like they heard word that Jake was seen somewhere else.
Right. Okay.
And he's just like following him.
I don't know. I gotta see.
I think that was like.
I'm sure it's explained.
I think that was like the only question that I left with.
Because I really don't think they would just go, he's not here, and then cut away, and then they're like on their way to Jake. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't think it's that vague.
Because again, like, how does it make sense that they're like, why are they chasing? Again, Jake left. Mm-hmm. So why are they chasing him so
because
bad?
he has beef. He has beef with him. It's like personal.
So his beef is greater than him. Like they're kind of like
apparently he killed them.
Also, if they don't kill Jake, Jake just destroys whatever resources they're trying to get. You know, because eventually they go after the whales too. You know.
Right, but I don't think they're thinking that. They didn't say that. They just said, "Oh, no, he wants to find Jake." That's it.
That's his mission. That's the mission they give Quaritch.
It feels like
Colonel.
Yeah.
They give the Colonel.
Yeah.
That's because remember that lady with the robot arms and stuff? She was in the robot skinny one.
Right. Yeah.
And she's the one giving him the orders. Like he's messing us up. We'll find him. But he leaves, and so he's like, he's not here. It's eventually.
But again, like he tries so hard to find him. Even like
that's beef. He has beef with him.
Yeah, I just it feels I guess to me, it kind of feel like they put all the resources and like you have to find this guy and kill him. And to me, it feels like what is that gonna do? He's hiding. He's just trying to live the normal life over there. Mm. He's not trying to mess with them.
Imagine if you would try to convince him. Like, why even do this? You know, he's still gonna say because I want to kill him. You know, it's a bad guy.
Could it be?
That's what I mean. That's my problem. It's like his motivation is kind of one note.
Okay, could it be?
Revenge.
That's my complaint, I guess.
Listen, could it be that we're getting used to villains that have are in a gray area? Like, you know, back in the day, you just had a villain and he was evil, and that's it. There's no explanation. Or like in the comics, in old comics,
like a villain.
It's just a villain.
Sympathetic.
Right. Like aspects. we have characters like Thanos that to a certain point you can sympathize with them, and we're getting used to a villain that's like in the grayish area, and James Cameron comes James Cameron and he's like, nah, I'm just gonna give you a villain. Like, it's a fun movie.
Well, that's I guess at this point that's not acceptable because, and I heard some filmmakers saying this like. TV and movies are getting better and better, and filmmakers are supposed to rise to that level. Mm. So you know what I mean? And so like Avatar is such a huge movie, You know what I mean? He's huge. He's big. He's like it's supposed to make all this money, and to me, like to give us a villain that's so one note. Like all the best movies are with a complicated villain, and for this one to not have one, I guess that's one my gripe. It's like he's just.
Is it one note that he just wants revenge?
His motivation is not complicated enough.
Like
I would argue it's more than that, because even if it's his revenge is with Jake, he has things he wants to fall back on. Like remember he has a son now,
right?
So he's like, oh shoot, let me, at first he's like, I'm not gonna teach you how to be like me, and then eventually they start like having fun with each other and stuff like that. So
yeah,
that's it. In other movies, you'd like blend that in a sort of way, like towards Act 3. But for this one, it's just like I have this plot, but also I have these things that are holding me back. But I have this goal. That's what.
Yeah, I guess.
Is that it?
Yeah. That's it. And
what's wrong with that, Daryl?
Well, what's wrong with it is that they just added. They just added that like the sun thing, which kind of also feels like out of nowhere.
The what? Oh, the sun.
The sun is like it wasn't set up.
Why can't you have a son, Daryl?
It wasn't set up.
That's true.
It wasn't set up in movie 1 at all.
So why does it have to be set up in movie 1, Daryl?
Because that would be better.
Why?
Because it makes sense.
I enjoyed him. Yeah.
He's a good character. It's
Spider's cool.
Yeah, but, yeah, it feels out of nowhere. But then, what was my last point? Oh yeah, I forgot you broke your leg, so I can't.
Ouch.
Yeah, he's dead. Okay. All right. And so I forgot my point.
Yeah, exactly. I won.
No.
I won.
No. What was I saying?
I feel victorious. Let me get some Oreos real quick.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was.
No.
So, like,
nope. You're done.
My one fix for this would have been like, because I felt like that having Jake leave is what bothered me. Like he left, and then he's trying to chase him down for revenge. Because killing him, at least at that moment, will do nothing for the mission of. Oh, it would do nothing for the mission that they try to do. Especially since the woman with the robot, she said, we're trying to make this habitable for us because Earth is dying, right? Mm-hmm. And so they need to be there. It's not like they're just taking over Pandora for no reason.
Right.
They're like, Earth is dying. We need to come over here. So we need to take over this place. So doing that, having that said, leaving Jake there, then it's like, you need to get rid of Jake because he's messing with our plans. But then he takes it too far to the point maybe Jake removes himself a little bit, but he's still going after. So he takes it too far because he has revenge. Maybe they
why is that bad?
Huh?
Because he's completing the mission, but also he has beef.
Right,
Why
and the beef could be like he's trying to settle. He's like, okay, let's try to compromise here. Maybe he has to take this spot, and which is less sacred, and you don't have to do it like this forcefully. And then he's like, no, but I want to kill you. I don't want to compromise. I don't want to do nothing. I want to kill you because you killed me. But
do you think?
Wife killed him. So I just.
But he betrayed the human race. He became an avatar.
Right, but still,
well, that's his point of view.
But that would have been a little better because then it's like, their reasons to invade are not like completely selfish. It's like they need it because Earth is dying. But so that muddies the water. That makes it a little gray because it's not just like the bad sky people just want to destroy our land for just like they're greedy and they want this thing.
Is that messaging? Do you think?
Right, maybe. So they just want this.
Jeff, zoom in on me.
Nice. They just want this little thing. So just greedy because they want money. But no, it's like they need to be there. And Jake is getting in the way, traitor. But then Jake tries to like compromise, but his beef with him is too much. Where it's like, I don't want to compromise. I want to kill you. I want to kill your family.
You're saying that would be better.
That would be better
if Jake tried to compromise.
Yes, and then they're like, doesn't tell that to his people. He's like, you know what? No, but I want to kill this guy. I don't want to compromise.
And I don't even know if that would even change a lot because even without that, this movie was more about like the kids. It's kind of how it seemed.
It was a little annoying at times too.
Really? You think so? Do you just hate kids?
No, I hate those.
You heard it here, folks.
Hey,
he hates blue kids.
Got in trouble so much.
Quick question. Listen, do you think that that revenge plot would have worked if we were like 5 movies in, and they've been going at it back and forth, and we're in the 5th movie, and it's like I want to kill you no matter what. You think that would have worked better if it would have been 5 movies
in? It didn't need to take that long.
No, because
now you have.
If that's the case, if that's the case, if it was 5 movies in, he would be a lot more persistent and stuff. He wouldn't settle for like a thing like his son or his teammates or trying to help Earth. He would just, if it's 5 movies in, he would just want to kill this guy because he's like, I've had it.
Right, and that would justify him just wanting revenge. That's it. Like,
yeah, but then he doesn't become complex.
Right.
Yeah. It doesn't have to take that long. Because I feel like if he is gonna take revenge, for him to sit on it for so long wouldn't make sense.
No, not sit on it. I'm saying like things would happen along all the movies. So when you get to the 5th movie, it's like Thanos in Infinity War. It took all those years, and then in Endgame he was like, "Nah, I just want to destroy everybody." Like, screw it.
No, that's not. He doesn't just want to destroy everybody.
No, yeah, I remember when he was like, "Now it's personal now.
Oh,
like, now I wanna.
Right.
Now I'm gonna enjoy it." When in Infinity War, he was like, "This is not personal. I'm on a mission."
Right.
Yeah.
At the end,
but that's still interesting. Why is that not interesting? That it's not that it's personal.
I find that interesting. To me, it was interesting.
Yeah.
What that is personal?
If it's personal, that means he has the goal to destroy everything.
Yeah.
And to do that, he has to get all these things done in order to get to his goal.
And it wasn't so like, his mission is still like to make in his mind humanity better. But it just happens like this little cherry. He's like, you know what? I also hate these people, so I'm gonna enjoy it now. But he still has that mission to, get rid of everybody.
Well, no,
not because he's mad at them, but
his first mission is kill half of the universe.
Right, but then that fails.
And then that fails. So he's like, I'm just gonna kill everybody.
But it's not like out of like, I hate you guys, I'm gonna kill you. It's like, well, that didn't work, so let me go to plan B, which is just get rid of everybody.
No, and he enjoyed it. And he said he was going to enjoy it.
Yeah, and he enjoyed it, but I'm saying that's cherry on top. It's not like his only main motivation. That would have been the same thing with when I pitch, which is like, we're trying to take over because the human race needs it, but then cherry on top, I hate this guy, I also want to kill him. So that's what I mean, like, if Jake wanted to compromise somehow, and he's like, but I don't want to. I just want to kill this guy. That's like the cherry. Like, yeah, I'm doing it for humanity. We need to take over this place. And I also have this revenge. So then he's like taking it too far where he's like, I also want to kill this guy. But in the movie how it is now, he just wants to kill him. Full stop. No noble reason, just because selfish revenge. That's what I mean.
But they wouldn't have brought him back to life if they didn't want to do that for Earth. Because that was like the plan Z of the whole thing. Is like, we have his consciousness, put it in the avatar. Because this happened like years later.
Right.
This is like, he has a family now.
Right.
So they're like, all right, let's bring back the one guy who can do it all.
But you're saying that now, but the movie doesn't say that.
What? It doesn't have to say that. It does. Like, it's years later. We know there's a time jump.
Yeah. But they're not like, well, I guess they're like, you're the guy to get rid of him. Is that what you mean?
Well, I guess. I would have to see it again.
All right, so we got to keep it moving. Final score. I gave it on my Letterboxd. I gave it a 4.5 stars. I might change my mind if on the Letterboxd app.
Out of 10.
On the Letterboxd app.
Well, the Letterboxd app. On the app, it has 5 stars, so you can only do up to 5. So I gave it 4.5. I might change my mind. What?
Out of 10.
I don't. What is that? A 10, I guess. An 8?
That's like a 9.
A 9? Okay, I give it a 9.
4.5 is a 9. Yeah.
You're giving this a 9?
Yeah, like I said in the beginning, this movie did everything that a movie is supposed to do to the audience. Like, I was engaged. I liked the characters. I was reacting. On the second watch, I might change my mind, but as of now, on my first watch,
I've seen it twice. So my whole point about the villain didn't influence you at all. You're still like, that's a perfect villain.
No. I'm not. You putting words in my mouth. I'm not saying it was.
I mean, you're giving
I'm not.
it
See how you did that?
Wait, can I give?
I'm not
Can I give my review?
I'm not saying. I'm not. Hold on. I'm not saying
You're
it's
giving it a 9.
I'm not saying it was a perfect villain. I'm saying the movie did what the movies are supposed to do. It kept me engaged, and I was enjoying it. So that's why I gave it a 9.
It's just a little low.
Yeah. Oh wow.
There's a little salty.
Yo. All right, be salty with your. All right.
I gave it an 8.5 mainly because of the visuals, and also the thing with like succeeding at giving you what the movie needs to give you, it feels more like checking off boxes,
Right.
than being complex with those checked off boxes, which is, it's not terrible, but it's not the best thing ever. Like you said, it's not groundbreaking.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why it's an 8.5.
I don't want my rating
And Act
to
3
be
was
like,
awesome.
yeah. I think what
Act 3,
I think what made my rating go a little higher than maybe it's supposed to is the fact that he nailed those visuals. Like if it was still the same movie and the visuals weren't perfect like that, it would probably have been like a 7. But the fact that you went so hard on those visuals, also I gotta give it credit.
By the way, I'm joking. There's no supposed to. You give it whatever you want.
Yeah. But what about you, Dario?
7.5.
7.5.
Wow, really?
7. Yeah, the visuals is amazing.
He's not
like
that bad. You know who's the worst villain? The Wanda.
The after credit scene from Morbius. That's the worst villain in any movie
worst
ever.
villains out there. Yeah. Compare Scarlet Witch to Colonel Quaritch.
Well, that's a 5.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a 5. Dang.
All right.
So
7.5. That's your rating.
Would you guys
7.
watch this again?
I will watch it.
I
would.
I watched it.
I'm gonna watch it again. Yep.
I will not watch it again.
Well, I'm gonna watch it first.
Cool. All right. So that was Avatar. Sorry that this game's so late, but like I said, better late than never. If you haven't seen it, hopefully this inspired you enough to be like, I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna go check it out. So we'll see. All right. So let's move on. Alice in Borderland, man. Alice in Borderland. Listen, if you haven't seen this,
Don't keep saying Borderland.
Borderland.
It's Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
Butter?
Actually, it's a Borderlands.
Yeah.
I'm just saying things.
Yeah, you are. It's Borderland.
It's Borderland.
I'm just gonna refer to it as Alice. If you haven't seen Alice,
Alice.
go watch. Yeah, go watch this show, man, because it's mind blowing.
I can't believe I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
The whole Arisu.
Arisu.
Yeah, it's
Arisu.
Alice. She says at the end, she's like, Aris.
If you watch it in Japanese, she calls him Aris.
Yeah, I'm culturally sound, so I watched it in Japanese the correct way. No subtitles.
Wow. I'm sure.
Picking up the cues. Yeah.
Body language.
Yeah. Body language, cues.
Subtext.
Numbers game, just completely lost.
Yeah. I was so lost during the numbers game.
Yeah.
No, it's freaking good. Dario has video evidence of me freaking out.
Yeah, let's put it up right now.
And actually
Yes.
don't do that.
There it is.
Dang it. Good, man. Good show.
Yeah.
Very good show.
Yeah. Same. I found it a long time ago before season 2 came out. And actually it was shown to me from other people too. Like somebody put me on it like, this show is great. You should watch it.
I was told about it like years ago. And it's one of those shows I was like, all right, yeah, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
And we did that with Dario.
Yeah.
And the more we hold it off, the better the
Yo,
show.
the longer we ignore Dario, the better the show.
The better.
When he tells us what to
But I
watch.
gave you the next show, which is, not to get off topic real quick, All of Us Are Dead.
Yeah.
That's a Korean, I believe, show.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't seen that, awesome. It's like it's a zombie show, but better than The Walking Dead. I don't know.
I would believe you. I don't like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll check
Do
it
you
out.
think?
So
No, I was just gonna ask. Do you think there's like a revolution going on in like Korea and like Japan, that they're making all these movies and shows, like they're not missing? It's just straight.
No, there's definitely they have misses. They definitely have misses.
I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them. No.
Well,
No,
I
you
think they
haven't
just
seen it.
always have been there, but now the way our society is moving is like we all want to include like more cultures
Yeah.
in our like everyday lives. So people will like I remember watching Ip Man, like it's a foreign movie.
Mhm.
So, but that was like years ago when I just graduated high school, and even though it was like not of the USA, I still enjoyed it. I was like, this is dope, and I felt like I was weird for watching like something not from here,
Yeah.
So now I'm glad that it's getting popular to like check out shows from other countries and things like
Yeah.
that. Not even just from Asia, from like India and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's good shows out there.
It's full spoilers. What?
India is in Asia. Asian.
I think I meant that
Asia.
specifically. Cut that out.
Full spoilers. Let me tell you when I knew that-
Europe.
What?
I don't know. Just go.
Idiot. Oh, shit.
Um, this is when I knew that this show was special. So I remember Dario's one of the biggest complaints that he had with Stranger Things was that they don't kill characters. And
Boy.
it seems like in America they don't kill characters. So when you're watching this show, and they're like, oh,
Are you bored?
they're teasing you. They tease you with like, oh, we might kill the characters. We might kill the friends. Oh, Arisu might die. But when they actually pull the trigger and they kill the friends, I lost my mind. Because
I did.
we're not used to that. We're not used to Marvel killing the characters. We're not used to this. So when this show did it, and the way it did it, the way it's written, it was so good, man. Like, I was genuinely shocked. I did not see it.
Oh, I guess that's it.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do
What? I think I just said why. Were you not listening?
Never mind.
that. Dario's just watching for you to say something vague.
Yeah.
Was that good, Dario? Was that good?
I'll have to watch it back.
Yeah.
I agree. When the friends died, spoilers by the way. When the friends died, I was like I instantly reacted. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
and I texted you guys about it. It was good. Like to get ahead of myself, the ending of season 1, it didn't catch me as much, obviously as much as the ending of season 2.
Yeah.
But even by itself, it was good, but I was just like, all right, it's a good show,
No, it is a great show, and that's part of like the unexpected of anyone could die.
Yes.
Literally anyone.
But who you want to die
No,
doesn't.
no, impossible. To
You
die.
you know that Arisu is not gonna die. Like he's protected by the story, but everyone around him is like, it could be either way.
Yeah. What do you guys think of? Let's talk about real quick season 1 and then season 2. What's your favorite game? Season 1. Why? And then like, what do you guys think about the end? Like the beach, like the whole season ending at the beach.
Yeah. My favorite. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was the game of guessing the logo, the icons? Was that in season 1?
That's season 2.
That's season 2. Okay, then for season 1, I think the first game was my favorite because that was
When
the
they're in
first.
rooms.
Because that was the first time that you're in with them, and it's all the mystery hits you for the first time, and you're wondering. You're with the just like the characters. You're wondering what is going on. What are we doing? And that thrill, like, oh my gosh, are we gonna make it or not? It was getting to me. And I really like the way they wrote it to where this guy's a gamer, so his gamer mind, because of his gaming experience, they were able to survive and move on. So I think that was really dope. Yeah.
I thought that was perfect. I felt at home with that. Gamers, we're smarter than we think.
Yeah,
You know?
sure.
When then people,
put yourself
then people
there.
think.
You're
let
basically
me,
attitude.
let me just. Yeah, I did not play the game.
Yeah,
You played.
yo, if it was the three of us and he's the gamer, we would have been dead, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd be like, well, if you just press triangle, you can open the door.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Zoom.
I think my favorite game, the one I'm reacted to the most, was Tag with season one. Yeah, Tag with the horse head person. They were shooting up the apartment. With
That was intense. Yeah. That was intense.
Dude, that's when we first meet. His name is Ugami. Ugami or something like that. Ugami.
Usagi.
No, that's the girl.
Yeah.
Quicksilver? You talking about Quicksilver?
No.
The
guy with the
well, that's where we first meet him too.
Oh yeah.
A couple of players.
We meet some of them. Yeah.
Tag was intense, and especially I like when they're like, okay, it's just this game. It's Tag. Okay, it's just Tag. But then they're like, the twist is there's a person with a horse head walking through, and the way you get tagged is you get shot up,
bro. And the fact that once you find the room where you have to go, there's another one inside, just guarding it. So
they're just throwing. I like season one because it was a game, and then it's like, here's this random wrench that you have to deal with. But no, I like Tag because we get to meet Ugami, and he was had that whole fight scene with the tagger. I was like, this is sick. Like they were beating the heck out of each other, and also like people were dying left and right. And the way have you noticed?
Agumi.
Like Agumi?
Agumi. Yeah, that was his name.
Agumi. Agumi. Yeah.
Agumi. Is that how they say it?
Yeah.
I guess.
Dude, his picture, he looks nothing like he does in the show. Well, kind of there.
Kinda.
He doesn't even look like he looks on the show.
Bro, he's handsome. That's a handsome devil. Everybody's hot in the show. But freaking Agony whooping that horse's ass.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this dude rocks. Obviously he's on the bad side, but that was dope. Yeah. And then we get to see what everybody else is about. Like what's her name? Usagi? She's Usagi. Like a free runner. She's a climber. And then Jeff calls him.
No, that's Kuna. That's Kuna.
Kuna is the.
No, Kuna is.
She climbs mountains.
The boy girl. Yeah, no.
Oh, right. You're right.
Boy girl.
Yeah, there's a lot of good reveals.
Yeah.
Usagi is the one who.
The main chick. Yeah.
Yes.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I like the reveal. Like I like everybody's reveal, like what their skill is and things like that, and dope stuff. When people are like shooting guns, it's a pistol, and the whole screen shakes. I love that. It's like exaggerated as heck.
Yeah.
It's like somebody gets blown up. Sorry, I spit all over you.
Yeah.
But I think it's dope. The action.
Yeah. What's his name? I keep calling him Quicksilver. Jizia.
I don't even think that's it.
No, that's not it.
That's not him?
Where is that? Where's he?
Bro, these names are so hard to remember.
They don't look like they do on the look on the show. That's kind of hard to like.
What are you saying, Dario?
They just look really different.
Who's the one that looks like Quicksilver in the show?
Oh, this is they're pictures of the manga. I gotta find it.
Chisia. Yeah, that's what I said. Chisia.
No, Jeff, I don't know if you're saying it.
I'm looking at it. Chisia.
How do you spell it?
Chisia.
Chisia.
I asked you how do you spell it.
I think it's Chisia.
Chisia. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, him.
My point is that Chisia, I like how in the season 1 I hated this guy. I really hated him. And then by season 2, I was like rooting for this guy. So what is that? I think you credit the writing, right? For like being so good. I mean the actors as well, but the writing is so good that they make you go from hating a character to loving it. At least on my end. Like I was rooting for this guy. Yeah.
What were we gonna say?
I said people usually didn't like him. I had no problem with him. I just didn't know what he was very mysterious first, especially at the beach.
I hated how calm he was.
Calm with everything.
He's like literally roll up to the scene.
Like,
What's up? Clearly you're
guy,
stupid.
Have you had coworkers that act just like that? I've had coworkers that act just like this character. Like
Really?
they're always like, yeah,
yeah.
like,
Hey.
like bro, you're not cool. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. He's obviously cool.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's cool.
Even the bad, well, one of the bad guys in the first season, Niragi. I'll never forget that guy.
Well, he's in both.
Niragi, the one with the gun in the first season. He has like a snake shirt.
Yeah.
He even says like, "You think you're so cool. You think you're smarter than me, better than everybody else." I was like, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
But I hope you die, Niragi.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yo, I hated that guy. I hated that guy so much, dude.
Yeah, that's.
It's hard for me to remember the games from season 1 because
it was the maze. The maze was the first one. The maze.
Yeah.
Then the second one was it tag?
Yes.
Yes.
Tag, and then there was the
with the heart, a game of heart.
And then like the wolf and the thing where their friends died.
Oh, that was the heart one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, that one. I call that the Suicide Squad one.
Yeah.
That the one where they were just running, and then the actual finish line was the bus. That's the one I'm talking about. Where I was like, "What's the wrench in this?" Like they were just running, and then all of a sudden a Black Panther.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What the? Wait, where'd they get a Black Panther?"
I was watching this, and when the Black Panther came out, I lost my mind. I even texted Dario. I was like, "Bro, freaking Black Panther! Like, what's going on, dude? That was amazing. That was amazing.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, because it was so random.
Has to be that one. Oh no, the one where the friends died.
Yeah,
because
I think it dragged on a little bit.
It dragged, but
that's what this show's do.
I like the turn of the usually the wolf is the one hunting the or the piggies or whatever.
The sheep.
The sheep.
Mm-hmm.
So the wolf is usually the one hunting the sheep, but in this one, actually, you want to be the wolf because he's the only one that survives.
Mm.
So and I like that, like the way that like Arisu, like first of all, you think he's gonna be selfish because then he hides, and then the friend with the yellow hair is like, Arisu, come out! Like, he's looking for him, and then the other friend, Chata, nicest guy. He like tackles the girl and he's like trying to hold her because he's like, no, it's gonna be one of them.
Bro, that's a real one.
Yeah.
That's a real friend.
And then
he's so strong. He held that girl the entire time.
He's like, you're not getting him.
You're not getting him, but he got some.
Yeah. And the way that girl also like just flipped them then, he's like, oh, they walk in there, she's like, we're gonna work together. And as soon as
she was like, nah, bro.
She was a wolf, she took off. She's like, I'm staying alive.
Yep.
And then Arisu hides and then when he's like, you know what, I actually don't want to be the one to survive. and then the wolf, him, goes out looking for them, and then they're hiding. They're like, you know what, Arisu, you're the one who's gonna have to survive this.
Yeah.
And then when he's crying, he's like, Chata, Kalube, and he's just like, hey, guys, please come out. Like, dude, that was intense.
That was very.
And then
intense.
they actually died.
Boom.
That was
I don't know why. I don't know. Well, that's because of good writing, but. Like, so previously, they obviously set up that they're best friends, and then you think, like, in general, oh, they should be able to survive, like, the whole show.
Well,
most of the show.
Chota was hurt at that point.
Yeah. But still, like, you were thinking, oh, Arisu's smart enough to find a way to, like, make this happen. Because he was even trying to, like, you know, get the thing off of him with the tools and stuff. And I thought that was the thing.
Yeah.
Like, you had to figure out. And I was just thinking... Like, that's how they do it. They set up Chota. The girl, you know, has her way with him. And you're thinking, like, oh, that's...
She did, all right.
Oh, boy. But that puts in your head, oh, that's a setup for, like, a betrayal in the future or something like that. And... Well, that's what it's for. Mm-hmm. So it goes on, and then all of a sudden, boom, they die. And you're like... This this arc just got interrupted.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Like, that's the shock value.
Yeah.
You know what I thought you know where I thought it was going? I thought it was going to where, you know, the wolf is the one that survives. I thought that at the end, they were gonna be like, you know what? We're all gonna die as friends, and then they let the girl be the wolf. And I thought that the flip was gonna be, no, this is testing your heart. So actually, the wolf dies. The wolf will be the greedy one, and then she would be the wolf, and she would die.
Yeah.
And then they would all live because they were like, we're gonna die together. So they end up living together. So that was what was running in my mind the whole time.
Yeah.
So
and
when
I think that's probably why they didn't do it, because they're like, they want to give you the unexpected.
that was unexpected, because that's
they
what,
should F that noise and kill them.
bro. So I'm like focused. I'm tunneled into that. And when they pull up right, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
so we're going there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
And to be fair, they do that eventually, where they put a protagonist like in a position where you think they're just gonna lose, and then they ended up making it out. Like a lot of games are like that, except for this one. This one is like, how are they all gonna make it out? There's no way they're gonna die, but then they did die. So eventually they do that when there's like, you know, let's basically give up. I'm thinking specifically the game with the naked guy.
That's in the second season.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about like something like that happens too.
yeah.
I like the weird stuff they throw in here, like the naked guy.
Yeah.
In the season, like I like the pull out, like pause. That like the camera pulls out, and all of a sudden it reveals he's naked, and I was drinking water and I went,
Yeah.
like that.
But that was season 2. So to close it out for season 1, as a season standing alone, what would you rate it?
So okay, I like you asked this too. The whole thing about the beach, I like they caught my attention. They were almost losing me, and they caught my attention right back when they made the beach a game.
Right.
I was like, oh, okay. Like now it's all or nothing, you know. So that being said, like it was dragging a little bit for me. There's some points where it drags on, and they like to be dramatic with their characters and their motivational speeches and stuff. I give it like an 8 out of 10. Season 1.
8.5 out of 10.
I give it a 9, and I would have given this a 10.
Look at this guy.
No, listen, I would have given this a 10 if the beach stuff didn't feel it. It didn't ruin it for me, but it kind of made me go, sometimes, like, I just want to go back. Let's go get out of this and let's go back to the world. Like, I want to be in that world. I don't want to be in this beach. So it would have been a perfect season for me if it wasn't for that. But I'll give it a 9.
It's a good idea. Like turning I like that concept of like, you know, the Hatter, which is also funny. The Hatter, like Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter. The Hatter turns this place into a utopia, and then the game turns this place into hell. You know.
What I like about that too is like they're trying to find answers, and they think like the people there are gonna have answers. And when they go there, and the guy there is like, "Oh, we figure it out. You gotta get all the cards," and that's basically what we're doing. Everyone that's playing here is supposed to clear games and then bring cards, and then once we get all the cards, somebody will get out, and then we'll keep going like that, you know. And so you think they have answers, but then you discover that they actually don't know anything either.
And it shows.
So that aspect of it was kind of cool because it's like, oh, they're gonna find answers finally, and then this guy's like, yeah, I know what's going on. When we do this, somebody's getting out, going back to our world.
You kind of believe it.
Yeah, you do believe it.
Because it's like, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it makes sense.
I like how that shows too. That's that saying that says, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Like that's literally that. They started the beach with good intentions, but then it turned into this hell. Like the people ended up dying in that place. So
Everybody freaking died. Whoopsie.
Yeah. Let's do season 2 and then close out the pod real quick because it's getting long.
Yeah. So season 2.
Y'all such a drag. Don't worry, man. We got this. Just let it enjoy our time. We're here. We're the Slate
Also,
podcast.
this is
Now the batteries are gonna die.
Yeah.
No. We're fine.
So season 2, season 2. I think it was. I don't know if I should say it's a stronger season,
yes,
but the ending left me like impressed. Like I was like, good, like way to go.
so this is a 10 for you.
I think this is a 10 for me. I don't know if you guys want to go straight to the discussing what the ending means.
Yes. Well, favorite game and then ending.
Okay.
Favorite game plus honorable mentions plus.
Yeah. Favorite game has to be the one where they guess the logo, the icon in the back of people's. By far.
That was tense. That was very tense.
That was amazing. That was when I was rooting for this guy the most. Like I was like, yes, you need to win. You need to get out of here. I used to hate you. Now I like you. Let's go. That was my favorite game. Honorable mentions will be the last game. I really liked the mind games that she was playing with him, and it got me at one point. Like I was convinced.
Can you explain? I'm sorry. Can we also explain the games?
The game that I'm explaining is that they're all in this like prison, and they all have this collar, and in the back of their collar, there's one of the, what do you call them? The symbols for the cards. And each time you get a new one, but the catch is that you don't know what you have. Each round you get a new one. You don't know which one you have. So the catch is you gotta trust people and like trust them pretty much to live. So they're the ones that tell you what you have. And if you guess wrong, you're ahead. Like you're done.
Yeah, if somebody told you the wrong card that you have, you say the wrong thing, then you know it kills you.
Yeah.
But the also thing is that you're trying to find
the jack.
The jack. And you're trying to find the person who's actually
there's a wolf amongst one of them.
Yeah, there's a wolf amongst them, and you have the thing is like you wanna kill that person.
Yes,
it's either that person wins or they all
So it confused me at first because I was like, oh well, the person who is it will probably have the symbol for the Jack of Hearts, right, or whatever the heck they were. I don't forget. So I'm thinking like, oh, one of them has that symbol. Just lie to that one.
Yeah.
And all of us can go home. But it wasn't that simple.
No.
It was like one of us is them. We just gotta figure it out.
Figure out who.
And I like what that does. The way they play with psychology, like when you put a bunch of people that are desperate to live, what happens? That is such a cool concept.
And also, like you can just tell the truth, and nobody will die. They're like nobody has to die. Next round, if they all like say the truth, then they'll go move on to the next round, and you can potentially live here forever.
Yeah,
right.
You know. But as soon as somebody starts lying, then the trust is broken. And at that point, then you gotta find a way.
It takes one person.
Yeah.
Literally, it takes one person died the second round, and that was it. Everybody started falling apart.
And that weird woman just ruined it for everybody.
The
creepy one,
the one who's like the popular chick.
Yeah, she was dressed like Alice.
She was dressed in blue and white and everything.
Yeah,
That's very interesting.
But yeah.
That
was my favorite one.
Tell me, I liked when she died. She's like, tell me my symbol, and they're just like,
diamond.
Yeah.
And then you just hear. I was like, ooh, that's it. Yeah, that was fun. Your favorite game?
From that season, has to be the number.
No, season 3.
Season 3. When I have the numbers. The numbers game with Chichia. I just like the concept.
We're butchering these names.
Yeah, for sure.
Chichia, yeah.
I just like the concept of like the guys like, I'm not the person to say what a life is worth. So I will legitimately like I'm gonna play the game and I'm gonna make it fair for everybody because I'm not weighing what a life is worth. I'm not gonna put that on myself. I don't know the answer. There's lives that are worth more than others. Who's to decide who gets to live, who gets to die? I don't want to be that person. But of course, he was good at the game that he creates, and I still don't understand it. Like if I had to play, I couldn't.
I would die.
Like I could not play it.
Dead.
But they had like a good mix right there with the woman. There's a woman there, and she's like, of course, there are lives that are more valuable than others. And she kind of almost made it to the end.
Mhm.
And then at the end, again, he's so smart, Shishia, that he's like, when it's just him and the guy, and then he's like, well, we can either pick 1 or 0, and whoever picks, and if he picks that, then he wins. If not, then whatever. And he's like, how's he gonna do it? He's literally like, he tells him, I'm gonna pick 1. I think that's what he says.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick 1. And he's like,
no, I'm gonna pick 0.
I'm gonna pick 0. And he's like,
oh no, I'm gonna pick 100.
So,
it was
100 or 0. Yeah.
100 or
So
0.
if he chooses 0, he wins. Oh no, he loses.
No. It depends on what he chooses.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I think it's if they both pick the same thing, then
he'll die.
dies.
Yeah, because he has the least.
But there's only 2 options. And the thing is, it's fair if he doesn't know what he's gonna choose, and he just chooses something smart. But what Jishia does is like he tells him, I'm gonna pick 100. So he puts the decision on him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, wait, why would you tell me? Like, you're not supposed to do that. Like, now if you tell me you pick 100 and you pick 100 and I pick, I don't know, 0, whatever it will make him win, then I just killed you.
I'll be like, bye.
All right. Say less.
But he doesn't do that. And then he's like, he picks the one that makes him.
And that is because this season they do it a lot. They show the backstories of all these, like a lot of characters that I didn't think I would see backstories for. So they show it for this guy, the lawyer guy.
Yeah.
And he apparently has made enough mistakes in his life where he's like, you know what? I'll let you live. And he plays with that. Like he's manipulative in that sense. So I thought that was interesting.
Chihia, who used to be a doctor, also was in that position. Like who gets care and who doesn't. And like when he has that kid who needs a transplant, and then this other person jumps the list.
Yeah, because they're important.
Yeah, because they're important. And the doctor's like, yeah, but like we need to give it to this person because whatever family funds the hospital, and by us saving them, technically we're gonna save more lives because we're gonna be able to keep running. But in turn, we basically decide to kill this kid. And in that sense, he's like, as a doctor, you have to decide whose life is worth as well. And that's basically what he does. And then he gets numb to it. Like, yeah, I guess let's give it to the rich guy. This kid is probably gonna die. And
Jesus says otherwise.
Yeah. So he was also in that position. That's why he was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna put my life in your hands.
I find it hilarious that he like chose to be fair, right, with the game, but then he chose the worst way to die, bro. Like had acid.
Oh, that's a slow death, dude.
Like, bro. Is it a fast one? But it's horrible. Like
I think for the show, like for that moment, because there was the first one where the guy gets poured acid and he's like boom.
I was like, dude.
And then the girl gets it too, like like they're screaming, and then for him it was just like. I was like, I hope I go out like that. Like, dang.
I don't want to feel anything.
No, nothing.
Yeah. What was your favorite game, George?
I think it was. What was it? I know what my favorite game was. It was the boss fight, the King of Spades.
Oh,
I think. Boy, when it all went down.
Yeah.
Episode 7.
Yo.
And I like that as a gamer. I like the aspect of like there's a boss you have to deal with, in order to proceed. No, that whole episode, that whole ending part, which by the way, these episodes in season 2 are long. They're very long.
Yeah. Explain that game. It's very complicated.
Yeah. So there's this guy. He's in a hoodie. And he's running around offing people, left and right. He's literally like
it's really complex.
The entire map of Tokyo is his battleground.
Yeah.
So he's just going around, boop, 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 everybody. Yeah. And what you have to do, ready for this? Kill that guy.
Yeah. Don't die.
Don't die and kill him.
And it's extremely difficult to do.
And it is the hardest boss.
He is Superman, basically.
He is Superman. Jeff, I was like,
The only way to
when
kill
they,
him is to shoot him in the head.
yeah,
And that's
barely,
Yeah.
And maybe.
maybe.
Maybe, who knows? He might
Yeah,
still be alive.
I was losing my mind. They would do something, and like they'll do killing things that will kill a human. Anybody, it would kill me. I'm a door, all right, and it will kill a rock, all right. And he's just like,
Yeah. He's dodging bullets.
dodging bullets, and oh my god,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
losing my mind. That was my favorite game. It barely was a game. It was a massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show his reaction here. Boom.
That's your fault for wearing that stupid bikini top this whole time. Why does he do that? Holy shit! There. He ain't dead. He's dead. He ain't. Mother.
Cherry on top of that was they showed that in his mind he was saving people by killing them,
Yeah.
just like he did his partner back in the war. So that was a nice touch.
Because he had to kill his partner to like put him out of his misery, right? And in that way he saved him. So people in the game, to him, there's no end to the game. People are not gonna survive. So he's just killing them to get them off the game. To get them to finally pass on.
Yeah.
To finally die. So in his way, he's saving the people because he's like, you know what, you're here doing these games. You're probably gonna die anyway. I'm just gonna kill you now.
Yeah, well, that's his game. That's what they give him, basically.
Yeah.
That dude's The Rock times 10.
Yeah.
Because when he revealed his face, he's like a scarred, bald, brown man. I'm like, yo, was it Dwayne Johnson?
Yeah. We gotta wrap it up really soon, so let's just jump to the ending. What do you guys think, and what do you think is coming? What did that mean?
I like the themes here. Obviously, the theme is Alice in Wonderland, right? But you see it throughout both. Well, what were you gonna say?
No.
What are you gonna say?
But the part when.
What were you gonna say?
The part.
Go on.
The part when. No, because Alice in Wonderland, right? It's fake. It's all in her head, right?
Yep.
That's
and
debatable.
then at the end, they make it look or make
like
it seem like it's all in his head.
And I bought it. I got it. I got it too.
I didn't buy it for a second.
Especially when they showed.
All right, Dario.
You know when it got me? You know when it got me? When they show his friends getting killed by the car. And that was the reason.
Oh, no,
I was like, that's it. They got
It got me. It got me when she. So Mira is That's funny. I just thought of something else. Mira is the last boss, right?
Yeah.
Is the last one they basically have to beat the game with. Well, actually, they don't have to beat the game. They just have to survive last 3 rounds.
Not
with her.
forfeit.
Right. They just have to last 3 rounds with her.
Not forfeit.
Not forfeit.
Move on, please.
Move on.
Anyways, so when she was explaining, like he was like, just tell me what it is. Okay. And then she's like, all right, fine, I'll tell you. And she started explaining the first thing, which was like, oh, we advanced over 100 years, 300 years, 500 years. Not the virtual reality. That's the second one. And it was like, we got so advanced that we could like control life even. I was like, what? Because I believed it because of how Tokyo was aging around them, right? So I'm thinking like their time is moving. They're not moving in time because they're not aging, you know. And they were like zooming in on the flowers, and that's good editing too.
Yeah.
They were making me think like, oh, it's the flowers that has these chemicals that make them not age and blah blah blah. And then she was like, just kidding.
Yes.
And I was like, whatever. And then everything she said after that, I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
No, it was good stuff. Also, I called on the doctor part, which they were doctors and they were like, she was trying to give him pills. I was like, no, I've seen Moon Knight.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
this is not real.
It's
Okay.
basically Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens in Alice in Wonderland too.
So
Gotta watch that movie.
this show is based on a manga. Is that how you say it? Manga?
Manga.
And in the manga, there's another character that it wasn't in the show technically, and it's the Joker, the card of the Joker. And in the manga, he's a character that before they go back to the world, they have a conversation, and he pretty much explains that he's the one that's giving everybody a chance to live or to like fight for their life one more time. And then they go back. In the show, we don't see the Joker, but we do see that Joker card at the end. So the speculation is, does that mean that there'll be a new season and they're going to go back and they're going to introduce the Joker? Or we're still in the game and the Joker is messing with everybody by making them think that we're back in reality. And just to be funny, he erased everyone's minds, but we're still in the final game right now. So that's like the speculation.
Oh, the final game.
Yeah, that Joker card. Yeah.
That's probably it, though.
You probably figured it out, Jeff. All right.
Well, I wish I could take credit for this. I saw it on the video.
Just take credit.
Yeah, I'm not taking credit for that. But
yeah, that's good though. That's a good idea.
A part of me wishes they could just finish and that's it. Mm-hmm. But I'm also intrigued by this could be another game. Like they think, but not really.
Right.
But yeah,
definitely. I definitely believe that. What was it? I like how anime this second season felt.
Yeah.
The first season was a little more realistic. Yeah. The second season they got a little more like carried away with things, which is it's fine. It's it's chill. And then like there's the girl with the bow and arrow and the missing leg, and then the other girl guy knows karate.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And then the freaking King of Spades is an unkillable machine, like throwing people across the, like things like that. They get a little imaginative. Even what's the guy? The naked dude, Kayuna.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I don't know, Kiyuna or something like that. He's shredded. He looks like a Titan from Attack on Titan.
Tomoshina.
Ginji Kayuna.
That's his real name.
That's not his real name.
Yeah, Jinsu.
No, but the guy in the show, his name is
Tomoshisha.
What?
I think that's him.
No, but that's his. What?
That's him, right?
No, in the show, like on the subtitle, it said he's speaking. Kayuma is speaking.
Okay.
What, they put his real name in the subtitle?
Kayoma? Oh, you're saying he played Kayoma?
Yes, the character's name is.
Oh,
Kayuma.
yes. You're right.
Bro, what did I do this for? Anyways, very good show. I loved it. I give it a season 2. I give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
It was a little like I felt the length of a lot of these episodes. Yeah. And there's a lot of moments where I was just like, all right, come on, but worth it. Yeah, worth it.
Yeah, my favorite part is always the games. So when they're not in the game, I feel like it's a little slow. Like when those.
Like when they went to go take a bath together with the elephants.
Right.
That was hella romantic.
Yeah, that was cool.
My boy.
That
was the most romantic thing I've ever seen. They literally were like, let's put some elephants in the scene.
Why not? Yeah.
I was like, this is nice.
I'm sure it has some.
Must be nice.
This Jeff said this must be nice.
But I was gonna say when Arisu and Usagi go like hunting for rabbits and they just kind of like hanging out, or like when he meets.
That's cute. That's a little cute.
Yeah, but
the way I said that sounded weird, but it was cute.
And then at night, like they find the camera with the video, and then at night they're trying to hunt the King of Space, and that's when he sees this guy again with the gun, and he meets the girl with no leg.
Yeah,
I felt like that
horny
part,
girl.
Yeah, horny girl.
Horny girl.
That part when he went slow. That's when I was like, okay, I could stop.
There are moments of slowness. I like the reveal of when he was watching the film.
Yeah.
And then the girl's about to explain what it really is, and
like, you remember the fireworks?
Yeah.
Which I did not remember fireworks.
You didn't?
From
No,
episode one. Episode 1.
Yeah. It was still long ago.
Well,
season 1.
yeah, because in season 1, it was showing like everybody was like, "Oh, fireworks!" You know, everybody was doing it, and I was like, "That's a significant thing."
It was a quick shot too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I didn't notice.
Yeah.
It was buried in my membrane.
Anyway, I give it a 9 for that reason.
What about as an overall show?
9.
9?
8.5. That's in between.
8.5.
Because I gave season 1 8, season 2 a 9, so it's like 8.5 on average.
What did I give season 1?
Did you?
I think you said 8.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
I gave this one a 9.
I said 8.
I'll give season 2 a 9 too, because there were a few moments. Maybe I was just tired, but when they were talking, that I was like falling asleep. Like it was going for too long.
You also were watching it, like binge watching it late.
Right. But there were a few moments that felt a little slow, I guess. So I was like losing a little interest. So I say a 9. But as a show, as a whole, no, season 2.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Season 2. But as a whole, as a show, I'll give it a 9. Like maybe even a 9.5. I'm not gonna lie. This has been one of the best shows that I've ever seen. Yeah.
He's so easily impressed.
I am. What do you mean? This did things that people here in America making movies and shows are too scared of. So,
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So yeah.
Well,
I did. Can I say one thing? Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but there's scenes. They're just like walking, and the music's like. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
they're just walking here.
The music is weird in season 2. In season 2, it's like
It didn't
dramatic, cinematic music. Yeah.
It didn't really catch my attention like that much, but it also didn't bug me. So, yeah.
Okay, I know. It was like, what's happening? Anyways, yeah, good show. Very good show.
Good. All right, well, this is the end. Thank you for watching. We will be releasing more videos throughout the year. You can go back to our channel, watch some of the ones we've already made. So yeah, thank you.
Gable.
What did you say?
Gable.